Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Some few hours ago, Kanini Kega made a post. A post I want us to have a look, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Kanini Kega, with all the hype and bravado, you only managed to convince less than 10%, including staffing, of the Mount Kenya voters to come and vote. Who? That's Kanini Kega. Kanini Kega is just trying to refer to the just concluded UDA nominations and more so on the mountain. Yes. And earlier in the day, we dwelt a bit on the voter apathy that was witnessed on the mountain. And we found out early in the morning that in 2017 Jubilee Party nominations, the turnout was about 42%. And in this year's UDA nominations on the mountain, a county like Nyeri County, the turnout is even less than 5%. So largely on the mountain, there was serious voter apathy. The turnout was way too lower than what was witnessed during Jubilee Party nominations in 2017. So in this video, I just want us to have a look at some factors that might have led to that serious voter apathy on the mountain. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. One thing that might have led to that serious voter apathy, UDA as a party gave so many candidates direct tickets, and some were even going unopposed. That is one factor that might have led to that serious voter apathy that was witnessed on the mountain. Because if you compare the turnout on the mountain and then you compare to the turnout in Kalenjin Rift Valley, in Kalenjin Rift Valley, residents came out in large numbers. In fact, I won't be surprised that a good majority of the ones who won UDA party tickets in Rift Valley might just end up being elected come August this year. Because we saw that most elected leaders in Kalenjin Rift Valley were actually shown the door. But on the mountain, all these elected leaders currently supporting William Ruto, either they were given direct tickets or they won at the nomination. And that also goes contrary to what we have been seeing in the past elections, where up to 80% of elected leaders are always sent home. So it's almost certain that all these candidates who were given direct tickets by UDA on the mountain might be on their way home come August election. So one thing that might have led to that voter apathy was that UDA as a party gave so many candidates direct party tickets. And then secondly, I also believe that the UDA aspirants who are seeking various political seats, be it an MCA, be it MP, be it governor or senator, a good majority of them were very weak candidates who are not able to mobilize some good turnouts, or rather to mobilize some good turnouts. I strongly believe, that most of the UDA aspirants are very, very weak candidates. And that's why they were not able to mobilize some good turnouts. And an example was seen in Nyeri town constituency. In Nyeri town constituency, the person who won UDA parliamentary, or rather the person who won that ticket to contest for that Nyeri parliamentary seat, only managed 3,000 votes. And if you compare that to 2017, in 2017, the current member of parliament, Bujiri Wambugu, won with 17,000 votes. That was in 2017 Jubilee Party nominations. The second candidate had about 11,000 votes. And then the third candidate, who has now just won the UDA party ticket, had 7,000 7,000 votes in 2017. He was the third candidate in 2017. And now you are seeing he has won the UDA party ticket with only 3,000 votes. So that's just an indication that some of these UDA candidates were very weak on the ground. They could not just mobilize enough residents to come out and cast their votes. That's also a reason. And then I'm also seeing a likely possibility where UDA is losing support on the mountain each passing day. UDA party on the mountain yesterday is a very different UDA party today on the mountain, and it will be a very different UDA party tomorrow. Yes. And I'm saying that because largely, if you look at politics on the mountain politics revolves around one of their own. Mundu wa nyumba. One of their own. And I believe in 2022, this year, the trend is still going to be the same. And I'm saying the trend is going to be the same because yesterday, the president was speaking in Murang'a County, and he made it very clear that come next month when campaigns will start officially, he will actually hit the ground campaigning for his presidential candidate, Raila Odinga. And if you sit down and look at things very objectively, William Ruto has been aggressively campaigning on the mountain. The president has never gone to the mountain to start the campaigning him. So I'm seeing a likely possibility where when the president will start such kind of campaigns, then we'll just see automatically residents of the mountain dumping William Ruto for Uhuru Kenyatta's candidate. That is something I'm seeing. And it's also possible. Because again today, earlier today, Sabina Chege was actually calling upon all the Mount Kenya leaders who dumped Jubilee for UDA to actually return back to UDA, to Jubilee, I mean. And likely if you look at these aspirants who might have lost and they felt they lost maybe unfairly or they were rigged out, I'm very sure a good majority of them might be even thinking of going back to Jubilee. Not that they are going back to Jubilee maybe to be elected, but just to teach William Ruto and his other party a lesson. I'm seeing such kind of a possibility. And also they might be tempted to go back to Jubilee because we are all Kenyans. And things as they are for those keenly following politics, who I honestly believe they know. I know they believe they know exactly how the national politics is playing out. As it is today, Raila Odinga is beating William Ruto in 6 out of 8 provinces. College in Rift Valley, that one we are giving to William Ruto. So I'm seeing the battle being reduced on the mountain. So by August election, we might even find Uhuru Kenyatta's candidate winning the mountain vote. Or we might even find the mountain vote actually becoming some kind of a battleground. And when it reaches there, it's almost certain and automatic, Raila is going to win. And not only to win, but to win with a very big margin. That is the reality of things as they are. So already some of these aspirants who might have felt rigged out of UDA party nominations, they might be tempted into joining the side of Azimio. Maybe for some appointments in government after August. Because a keen political observer now can see exactly the side most likely to win. Yes. So I'm seeing a situation where as that happens, William Ruto is just going to be weakened further on the mountain. Yes. So I'm saying UDA party of yesterday on the mountain is very different from UDA party of today and UDA party of tomorrow. The ground on the mountain is becoming slippery for UDA each passing day. That can also explain why we saw that kind of voter apathy. And then also if you look at it objectively, residents of Mount Kenya are where Raila supporters were exactly after 2017 elections. After 2017 presidential elections, a good number of Raila supporters, immediately after that the results were announced, a good number of Raila supporters actually lost hope in the electoral sector altogether. And some women had saying they were not going to vote again. Yes. Simply because they have all along been voting and Raila's votes were being stolen. And some also felt that now that Raila was not going to contest again. So I'm seeing the same situation on the mountain. In this year's election, there is going to be no serious contender from the mountain on the presidential ballot. So there won't be that strong urge for these people to get out to vote, simply because one of their own won't be on the ballot. So that can also explain why there was even some voter apathy during those UDA nominations. One of their own won't be on the presidential ballot. And that also augurs very negatively for William Ruto. For William Ruto to make a serious stab at the presidency, he must get an almost equal number of votes Uhuru Kenyatta got from the mountain in 2017, which is, from the look of things, won't be able to happen. Yes, those are just some things that might have led to the serious voter apathy that was witnessed on the mountain during UDA party nomination. And then we can also couple it up with the mere fact that William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta also parted ways politically. And those are just helping in creating that voter apathy. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Yeah.